of the opinion, and I think I want to say Sar read the book, commented online how Sar thought that the first half, meaning the whole Osborn Sentry discussion, didn't care for it, thought it was boring, and that once the action kicked in, they really enjoyed it. Now, back to what is it about Dark Avengers that appeals to everyone, this book elicits a very visceral response from fanboys right now. And that's what people go for. Some other reviewers online have talked about how these first 12 pages that Bendis wrote, the discussion is like some of the best comics that Bendis has ever written.
Yeah.
And
I read that, and I was like, wow. Yeah, it was like on CBR, I think.
Yeah, CBR. And I'll say, of the book, that's the part I like the most. That first half I like the most, with a few conditions, but I'll get into those maybe later on. But again, I have to say, I'm like you. I'm pretty done, because so much of nothing is happening in this book, and I'm sorry. Guys, for those of you who are wondering, how many times did we rant about how female characters are treated in the Bendis books? Now, last issue, Morgana Le Fay has her head ripped off. In this issue, she's turned into a pincushion by Bullseye. 10 arrows. 10 arrows.
Like 6.
Whatever. And what happens? Oh, good job. Hey, gold star.
Yeah.
Wow. And that to me, when I read that, I threw my hands up and I said, that's it, I'm done. Besides the very end, where, now, if Morgana Le Fay is now keeping tabs on the heroes in the future and saying, as she has said, learning everything she can about them to figure out how to beat them or figure out to see what they're going to do before they do it. Remember, she's in the past. She can see everything that happens in the future. How is it that she does not see Doom and Osborn go back in time to confront her in the past? How can she not see that?
Because they're going back in time to the exact time, the exact moment where she started planning this whole thing.
Yeah, but
that was the explanation.
That's the explanation. But the thing is, they're going back. They're going back in time. So what they've done has already happened. Right. So she should be able to see it. It just infuriates me to no end.
This is a horrible, horrible time travel story. Two things. One, knowing the way that Bendis treats his female characters, very cringe-inducing last page.
Oh, yeah.
So, this is the last page. Spoiler, sorry. Norman Osborn in the Iron Patriot armor and Dr. Doom are now together, and they've gone into the past, and they're both going to fight Morgana Le Fay. I'm sorry, but nothing good can come from this in the Men of Brian Michael Bendis comic. I hope it proves me wrong.
Yeah.
But the setup is just too perfect for him to do something horrible again. I mean, it's Dr. Doom and Norman Osborn against one woman.
Right.
All right.
Well,
second of all,
and you know what? And to me right now, anything can happen right now. They could beat her to a bloody pulp. They could paste her. They could gang rape her. And you know what? Fanboys are going to be all over it. They're going to thought, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow. And finally, the women are getting their just desserts. You know, and I mean, can I tell you guys, I'm getting a little tired of this whole, well, if things happen to men, then you guys don't get so uptight about it. But when it happened to women, you know, you have an issue with it. Show me in one of these books, any of the previous Dark Avengers books where one of the male heroes, any of the male characters in this book get the crap beat out of them like they do. Like the women in the Avengers books.
Or on the flip side, why don't you show me something good that happens to a female hero?
Yeah, give me a
balance out the
exactly.
You know,
give me a woman being portrayed in a positive manner.
Yeah,
right.
And the second thing is that this story just reeks of King the Conqueror.
Oh yeah,
an old awesome Avengers villain, and why he just didn't use him instead of her. It's the same exact story, pretty much.
Yeah.
So the reason that maybe he didn't use King the Conqueror is because it's been done with King the Conqueror, but you just replace him with a villainess who does the exact same stuff that he does, and it's the same fucking story. Right. I don't care if it's a different character or not. It's the same exact plot. Nah.
We're done. I want to rant some more on this, but we need to go to the next segment. So
maybe we'll get back to it.
Maybe we'll get back to it, but thumbs down. Thumbs down on Dark Avengers. I'm done. and we'll see you in the next segment.